What y'all know about the camp? What y'all know about the camp though? What y'all know about the camp? What y'all know about the camp though? What y'all know about the camp? We coming. Money on our mind, full-fledged, we running. Ain't nothing about to stop this money. Yo, Looney punch us in so we can clock this money. Yeah, started from the bottom, but the top is so near. I kinda lost my...
Real life street stars. We in here with Looney Tune. What's up, boy?
What's going on, man?
Man, let's talk about it, man. For those who don't know, Deaf, Dumb, Stupid, been living up under a rock. Tell them where you from, how long you been doing your thing.
Man, I'm from the Greedy Grove, man. You know, Pleasant Grove, America. You know what I mean? And
Pleasant Grove, America. I ain't heard
Pleasant
that
Grove,
one.
America.
That's new.
yeah, man.
He's stamping it right now.
Yeah, but I've been rapping for a while, man. But I had to take a hiatus, man, when I went down. But I've been back on it for like probably since the beginning of this year.
What made you get back on it?
I don't know, man. It was like a burning desire inside me, man. You know, this is my dream right here, but I kind of like gave up on it. But then my brother kept putting it in my head that I need to go and do something. So shit, I came back spitting fire.
Hey, man. So being from the Greedy Grove, man, just give us some of the experiences that get you to help shape your music and your style, man.
Well, shit, really is where I grew up from, man. Like, I'm from John West.
Jungle West.
Yeah, man. So shit, just growing up, I started running them streets at a young age, man, and it kind of gave me my material. You feel me?
Yeah. So now, fast forward to right now, man. What we working on? What we doing?
Right now, I'm like big time pushing my mixtape, Brooklyn of the South.
Brooklyn of the South, man.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, man, tell them what that means. How did you come up with that name?
Oh man, say, like again, when I was growing up, I was highly influenced by New York rappers. Really, you know what I'm saying? I had started getting into the Southern rap when I was about like 12 or something, but mostly it's been New York rap to me, man.
Jadakiss versus Benny Siegel, bro. Who won that battle? That was an epic battle.
Man, Jada.
Jada got him? Man, I had to roll with Beanie, bro. He went on live radio. See, that was back in the day when niggas go to radio stations and then freestyle and get at somebody, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, me growing up too, I liked, I love Southern, music. I love New York music. I kind of like everything, but I did have a lot of big influences in New York rap. What would you say was your top 3 biggest influences?
Man, my top big 3, Nas all day, man. You the God.
Man, yeah.
Fabulous. Yeah. And even though he repped the West his entire career, man, he's still from up there, man. Pac, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't fuck with Dip?
Yeah, I dibbed and dabbed in the Dipset, bro. Man. I did and dabbed.
Them niggas got me on New York. I didn't listen to New York rappers, bro. Dipset made me, because they were so unique, man. It was like, damn, why them niggas dress like that? Man?
Yeah.
I couldn't even understand it. I was like, damn, them niggas. Shit, you just never seen no shit like that in the South. Niggas was wearing FUBU around that time. And them niggas had Gucci on with bandanas and shit. I was like,
pink mink.
Pink minks and shit. So I know listening to a lot of East Coast rap probably influenced your rhyme a little bit. How did that work over with you being from the South when you went to record and do music?
Well, it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying, because Southern rap is way different from the East, so it's hard for people down there to comprehend what I'm trying to spit to them, you feel me? Because the flow is kind of different, so I kind of got to mix the East Coast style that I have in me along with the Southern culture down here, so I try to, mix the two together.
Does the wave of the internet, being that you can push your music to anywhere in the country, does it help you just stay in the lane that you want to do as opposed to, doing something that works here?
Oh yeah, most definitely, because if I would have tried to do this like back in the gap, like the early new millennium, it probably wouldn't have happened that way. But now since I got access to a bigger crowd and more people, I get to grasp the crowd that I want to aim for, you know what I mean? Instead of just the crowd just like surrounding me right now.
So you pushing that new single, My Camp, man. Got that visual out right now, it's fire. How did you come up with that song and that concept?
Oh man, I was in Atlanta, man, when I got hold of the beat, man. I'm like, yeah, this beat talking about something. So, shit, right now I'm unknown, so I'm trying to push my people out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just one dude. I got a whole camp with me that I'm trying to bring with me. So that's what really just put it in my mind. Like, let me go ahead and just let them know what's going on, man. You know.
Now, it's really hard to when you're trying to come up, bring individuals with you. And I heard you say in my campus about, you want to bring your people to the forefront. How important is it that to you that you stay true to the people that helped you get to where you are?
Man, it's definitely important, man, because like they say, 2 heads are better than 1. So the more heads I have, the more material I can come up with, the more balanced I can be. Like if I'm slacking, they can just tell me where I'm at, pinpoint my faults, and help me to press forward and like eradicate all the bull and help me stay focused on what I'm trying to push. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my camp. Is really, really important to me, man.
What was you doing out there in Atlanta? Just chilling or?
Oh man, I went out there to basically do what I did, man, to record, you know what I'm saying, to try to, get some producers on me, you know what I'm saying, on my side. I got one, you know what I'm saying, he the one that basically produced half of my mixtape. He did good, man.
Man, how does it feel to be able to go out of your state where you grew up at and go somewhere and work and do what you love? Because, I mean, half the niggas that rapping ain't never even left Texas.
Yeah.
And they don't know how important it is to go out and touch another city and feel the vibe, man. How important is that?
Yo, it's definitely important. Definitely. The more things you see, the more things you can put into your rhymes, the more material it can give you. And then just seeing different sites, it's just more inspiring, you know what I'm saying? Because you can it'll make you want to reach out to other people. Like you can see it's a different crowd. Like, man, I want to reach out to this crowd too, because the cultures are different. So yeah, man, it feel good, man. And to those that ain't never left the state, you got to. It's a must, for real.
Now you from the DFW, man, and we've been known here lately as the city of hate, meaning that it's hard for us to unite and come together and do something on a big scale or something positive. What are some things you think we could do to alleviate that?
Well, what I've been knowing about the rappers here in my hometown, man, is crazy because we carry over street beef into the hip hop culture. And that basically just breaks up the unity. Like when I went to Atlanta, everybody is on one accord. Like they trying to push this music. You can leave the street shit in the streets and just keep the rap in the rap. We trying to push each other on, you know what I'm saying? But in Dallas, it ain't the same.
What is it about that culture that allows them to be able to come to that? Do you think it's just because a lot of people that are successful at what they're doing and it makes it easier to be, if I know I'm getting money and you get money, it's easier to say, hey, let's get money together. But down here, everybody's fighting to get to that point. So do you think it's just the fact that they're more successful, or is it they actually have a culture that breeds that? Because even the producers work together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a mix of the two. Because they can go off of success that the people before them had, and then they also want to push each other to keep the culture alive, you know what I mean? Like when the Migos came out and started talking about the culture, you know what I mean? So they try to push each other to keep the culture going in Atlanta. Like as to where down here, I mean, we'll have something going, but then it'll die out. Then we'll revive something again, and it'll die out again. And next thing you know, it's people just killing each other, or the rappers going to jail or something like that, So yeah, that's our downfall right there.
Now, when you're building your brand, what are some of the things that you do to staple yourself and put your music in their face so well that that they realize what you're trying to do and where you're coming from? What are some of the techniques you use?
Well, basically, this is my thing. The more people see, whether they know you or not, or heard your music or whatever, the more they see visually, they become curious. So if it's around them, no matter where they go, if they keep seeing it, somewhere along the way, they're gonna become curious. Like, man, I be seeing this on, let me go and check it out. So that's what my thing is right now. I'm trying to keep it in their face as much as I can.
Let me ask you about this. There's people nowadays, they've got to the point where they drop so many visuals, it almost becomes like white noise. Do you think that dropping a single and pushing it is kind of lost, or do you think just keep dropping videos? Which one do you think is the better way to go about it at this point?
Oh, that's a good question. Cause it still is like either or, because I know of some rappers, they focus on one thing and push that one thing, put all their focus and not separate their focus and just focus on one thing and push that one thing, and it'll blow up because their whole entire focus was on this one thing. But then too, you can also just keep putting more and more out, because the more you have, the bigger the category is, and somewhere along the line you might catch something that people will like. They might not like your first 2 or 3, but they might like the 4th or the 5th. So it's really kind of either or, you know what I mean?
No, I'm glad you said something about being focused. You got a lot of rappers that the genre now that's really popular is trap, and you got a lot of rappers that are real trap focused. Do you think we've reached a point to where that is kind of getting played out, or do you think that is something that is better for the sound?
Well,
or for the culture?
Well, man, you know what? I really can't bash, you know what I mean? I just can't relate to the trap, because my ways of doing things were kind of different growing up in the hood. But right now, that is the culture in hip hop right now. You know, trap music rule hip hop right now. So I ain't gonna say it's making it better or worse, because in the 90s, you gotta understand, we had gangster rap. They weren't talking about trapping, they were just talking about popping people.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, but people will, basically down talk the trap music, but praise like NWA. Yeah. I'd be like, there's no difference.
Yeah, it's all the same.
It's really street and it's gutter, you know what I'm saying? What is the name of the project that you're pushing right now?
Oh, Brooklyn of the South.
Brooklyn of the South. Again, once again, for people that don't know, Brooklyn of the South. And, lyrics in hip hop at this point, do you think it's still important?
Well,
for the young man, because it seemed like, I mean, hey, at this day and age, Kendrick is popping, J. Cole is popping. So niggas with lyrics are popping.
Yeah.
And niggas with trash are popping. It's all at the same time. I don't know if we ever seen nothing like this. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, not really, because if we go back to the 90s, it wasn't really just on that. It was like,
see, I'm finish what you're saying, because I want to say something too.
Yeah, like, go back to the 90s, it wasn't really just lyricism, it was the substance. What was you talking about? Now it's like, it really ain't what you talking about, it's how you saying it. Like, if you can say it in the way that it catches people ear, then they'll listen to it. You can be talking about a dog dead in the street, but as long as you make it sound good, they'll listen to it along with a live little trap beat. So yeah.
Man, because I was saying, bro, if you go back and listen to some of the lyrics that these niggas was spitting back then when you were kids, you'd be like, man, that shit trash.
Definitely.
And you be like, man, it didn't have no substance in it, but back then you just was rocking your head like it was the truth. Really, the only nigga who was spitting back then was Eminem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But niggas was trash then and they trash now. And the niggas who got lyrics and bars, they got lyrics and bars.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it's no change or no transition. I think it just all be constant. So back to that. Who do you listen to? You know what I'm saying? When you need to feed your soul, you know what I'm saying? Who's some of the artists that you like to listen to?
Man, hands down, man. I'm glad this brother's blessed the game, man. He really, man, he gave me hope. J. Cole, man.
J. Cole?
Yeah, that's my dude right
He's
there.
awesome.
Do you think he's taking it a little too far with the homeless look, though? my nigga need to go ahead and take that. Bro, 4 showers or something.
That nigga be courtside looking homeless than a bitch.
Yeah.
That nigga look like a homeless Drake, bro.
Yeah.
If Drake fell off.
Bro, you imagine that nigga ain't getting no paper at all.
He living a little bit too much of what he spit, bro.
Yeah, man. It's like with him and Kendrick right now, they, in my eye, this is just my point of view, man, my opinion, they pushing a minimalistic view, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be on the forefront of whatever platform and you can still look like you ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? While everybody listen to the trap music, they want to push the flashiness and all that in your face. But what I think is J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, they conscious brothers, so they trying to get more into your mental instead of in your pocket.
Now, I'm glad you said that because we can have a deep conversation now. We talk about the materialistic views of, you know, the African-American culture and how we materialistic. But if you really go back and do your research on us, on our people, we've always been flashy people. We've always had lots of money. We've always had, lots of gold. We've always wore lots of gold. So when you hear people say like, oh, you know, we shouldn't be so tied up in materialistic, what do you think about that?
Well, you made a valid point because you go back to the ancient Egyptian age, man.
We had gold teeth, bro.
Yeah.
You had gold teeth, brother.
Gold picks and
everything.
Yeah, they had gold everything. They had gold for things that you wouldn't even think of having now. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's true. That's why I feel like it's really innate in us, and it just so happened to come out verbally when we put it through like rhythmic poetry, man, about goals, and that's why you always see us with the gold chains and the gold rings. Like it's just in our nature, really. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna ask you, man, when you get that check, man, what's gonna be your first materialistic purchase?
Really, man, I'm tired of my mama living in apartments, man. So my first material thing I might get is a house.
Man, nah, that's selfless, man. We know you gonna get mama out the hood, man. We know that's coming. What you gonna do for you though? That, cause me, like, bro, I ain't, bro. Like shit, when I did music, nah, bro, I always wanted 32, man, 32 VVS round diamond stones in my teeth, bro. Every time I talk, bro, I remember, bro, it was 2000, I want to say 2002, man. I went to the show. Cash Money was down here, man.
I remember
Man, Baby Grill, bro. You can see that shit from the lawn. From the lawn. Nigga, I had to sit in the lawn with the $20 where there wasn't no chairs. You can see that shit from the lawn, bro. And I just wanted the 32 golds, man, with that diamond, man.
Yeah.
But nah, so what would you do for you?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Really, to be honest, I mean, I might give me a gold chain for the hell of it, man, just for old school's sake.
Amen. Man, but I like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't, a man with that already has everything don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? You let the music shine for you. Yeah. When you get ready to go in the studio, what kind of atmosphere do you need to help you best create?
Really, man, to be honest, man, I just need the calm energy of the universe, man, to be honest. That's it.
Man. So the next visual that you plan on shooting off the album is what?
Oh man, it's about to get pushed out right now, and I want to give a shout out to DJ Good with it, man.
Yeah, shout out DJ Good with it. Street
Shouts
Classics,
out,
they don't
man.
get enough credit for what they do for the
Shouts
community,
out.
man. Put Dallas on the map with all their
Yes.
visuals, man. Shout out, they them our brothers, man. But anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, right now, man, I'm about to push out I Get Money. So, yeah, that will be coming soon. Yeah.
I Get Money.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that about? What does that visual look like? Or what do you want it to look like?
But the picture I'm trying to paint is that I have no understanding of how people can just sit around and not, why it's all this vastness of money going around. I'm talking about just floating all in front of your face every day. How can you just sit stagnated and not get it? You know what I mean? Like, it's money out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna cost you an arm or a leg to go out and get it. So it's basically the visual I'm trying to push. Like, man, it's money out here, man. Get up off your ass and go get it. You know what I mean? Because I'm chasing it thoroughly.
Is it more important to chase the money or chase the dream?
Shit, it ain't no money without the dream.
Yeah. I ask niggas that, bro, because I feel like niggas get so focused on chasing the money, bro. If you chase it, bro, it's always gonna get away from you. But if you chase something beyond that, you know what I'm saying, the money gonna come.
Yeah.
So where do you see Looney Tune in the next 5 years?
Where I see, shit, my grind, I'm trying to keep my grind strong. So where I see right now, shit, I want to be one of the greats one day. But in the next 5 years, I want to have that influence on people to where they can just say, oh, we got another rapper like J. Cole, like Kendrick, like Big Sean. You know You know what I'm saying? It's killing the game lyrically, but also in a calm, you know, like not so showy, like not so conspicuous state, but yeah, he's showing his ass.
Now Jay-Z had recently dropped the Still Nigga, and on that he said niggas talking on the money phone. And he made reference to the culture of people being flashy with the money phone. Do you think there's anything wrong with that? Or do you think like that's overdoing it?
I mean, like, I don't knock nobody's style, you know what I'm saying? I just started seeing it, so I can't really just knock it. I mean, if that's what they want to do, if that's their way of expressing that money calling them, you know what I'm saying? They ain't calling the money, but the money calling them, I mean, go for it, you know what I'm saying? But also, I feel what Jay-Z saying. If you got it, you don't need to show you got it, you know what I'm saying? Because people gonna know you got it just by what you're doing. So, yeah.
Man, if you could be doing anything outside of music, you know, what would that be?
It's kind of hard, man. It's like my dream overshadows everything and what they consider reality.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. If you could be doing anything inside music besides rapping, like, is there anything that you would like to do that you have your hands in as well as doing rap?
Well, back when I was a kid, man, I was a geek, real geek. So shit, probably be some messing around with computers or some shit.
Man, I fuck with the computers though. I actually got a degree in that shit.
Yeah.
Just cause though. So you hooked up with George Lopez, man. He's one of the more influential individuals in the city, man. How did that relationship come?
Oh man, I was just going to the Greedy Grove landmark, man, because I was about to start pushing my shit up in there. And I just walked by the store and I seen everything in there, and I'm like, man, I didn't think that was still there, because I ain't been there in like years, man. So I saw his sister in there, and she told me that was his store, and gave me his number. I called and started from there.
Amen. Do you think it's important to, in the game, have somebody like a George Lopez, you know, kind of like a mentor? Or do you think it's more important to just kind of learn as you go?
Both. I think you should have a mentor and also learn through experience. Yeah.
I like to ask people when they come, what is the Shyster shit that's happened to you in this music game, and what is the most positive thing?
Man, really the Shyster shit that happened to me since I've been doing this, man, was me robbing myself. Cause I kind of, in my mind frame, man, I think I could have.
Amen.
I think I could have been already there, you know what I mean? Cause I had already had a little jump start back when I was like 17 or 18, but I robbed myself by dipping and dabbing in the streets, and that didn't end up right.
Right.
So if you could tell a young man, you know what I'm saying, on the come up, you like, what advice would you give him? You know, that somebody's got 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot in, 1 foot in the rap.
I'll tell him this, man. Is your dream more important than spending years upon years of wasting youth in the penitentiary?
Yeah. What about the most positive thing?
About the dream?
Yeah, about this rap, your rap. What's the most positive thing?
Oh, the positive thing is, man, I finally get to exercise my imagination through my words, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I always have, it's my imagination. So now I get to express it through these words and let other people see what goes on inside my mind on a day-to-day basis.
Hey, man. Before we get out of here, I want to ask you one more question. We have a lot of racial tension going on in the world today. I know if you've been looking at the news, but we got different things going on in different cities with riots and marches where Klan members are attacking black people, or riots are breaking out. When you see these type of things, man, in the time and age we are in now, what do you think, and how does that influence the music that you make?
What I think is, you can mask something for so long. Like Future said, man, mask off.
Amen.
It will come out eventually, you know what I'm saying? So people just go ahead and they taking the mask off, they tired of fronting. So yeah, but how that influenced my rhymes, it just makes me want to just put more knowledge into the heads of the people that listen to my music. Like, don't let what's going on in the world provoke you to do something that you're gonna regret in the long run.
Amen. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my partner in crime in this rap game, Looney Cash. I want to give a shout out again to DJ Good with it. Thank you for the visuals. I want to give a shout out to Lopez for making this happen, man. Thank you, appreciate it. And man, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the D that's doing their thing in this rap game, man. Let's turn this up, man.
Amen. And for anybody that want to get in contact with you for any bookings or features, how do they get at you?
Man, just hit me on the IG, Looney Tune 214.
You got to unprivate that boy though.
I got to, yeah. Most definitely, I got to, man. Or you can hit me up on Facebook, man, Looney Tune, The Greedy G. Yeah, hit me up on them social medias.
Amen. Looney Tune, man, we fucking with everything you're doing. Brooklyn in the South right now, man. It's coming. Get that when it drop, man. You are a real life street star. We support everything that you do, man. Holla at us, man.
Shout out Reallyfe street stars, nigga. Move. Hey.